If you'd like a chance to win a free copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 for either the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, you could click the link at the top of the description to enter in the giveaway, which ends on Friday, November 15th. Welcome to episode 1 of my official Red Dead Redemption 2 secret location guide. Today we've got 18 secret locations scattered all around the Red Dead Redemption 2 map for you. But as always, what I've done is actually organized each of these locations by state, and I've also timestamped them in the description if you happen to be looking for a specific location. And also, with them being organized, it's easy for you to check out every location in one state instead of me showing you one location in New Hanover and another one way over in LeMoyne. Now, some of these locations are actually used in side quests, but I know not everybody has played through every side quest in the game, so a lot of you probably don't know about some of these locations, while some of you may know about a majority of them. But as always, if y'all do learn about at least one new location from this video, hopefully I can earn your thumbs up and your subscription. Number 18, a secret cave in West Elizabeth. For those that haven't actually completed the Dinosaur Bones side quest, you probably won't know about this location because it's hidden away in the hills and the rocks. And, well, what we can find is just a narrow one-way in, one-way out cave with a dinosaur bone hidden inside. And what's actually nice is there happens to be a little pocket on the left side of this cave that you can actually hide behind and take cover in. So whether you've got bounty hunters running after you or you're playing Red Dead Online when it releases in just a few weeks, you have a nice place to take refuge, as really I don't think anybody can throw dynamite sticks in here, as you are so far back and the ceilings are very low because you mainly have to crouch while in here, and also you don't have to worry about people flanking you from the backside. Number 17. By now we all know about Devil's Cave and this system of caves with the man inside who claims to want to be the devil. But what you might not know is that this ledge that this devil man or this devil imposter stands on is actually accessible by jumping on top of a small rock and then jumping to the ledge, and you can actually get up here to this normally not accessible area. There's nowhere in the cave, I believe, that will lead you to this spot unless you jump up on the ledge, and it's kind of tricky because it's kind of a long jump. You normally wouldn't expect it, but once up here, you actually have access to a network of caves that isn't normally accessible, and not many people are going to know about this. So if you do happen to be playing Red Dead Online and inside of this cave, well, you are going to be pretty well off for quite some time. Number 16, a mine shaft. What's cool about this mine shaft is that you have to use a plunger to destroy some rocks to get down here. And if it's your first time coming down to this mine shaft, you're actually going to find a man face down dead with a knife in his back, and also a nice little hat that you can pick up that has a light on it that you can use instead of a lantern. Number 15, Watson's Cabin. We can find an old, rundown, lopsided cabin all by its lonesome, and inside, if it's your first time going here, there's actually going to be an older lady in here reading a book about a bunch of Watson boys who were outlaws and broke out of jail and killed a lot of people. And she's kind of messed up in the head. She really is. She's very confused. She doesn't know what's going on, who you are. She thinks you're just here to get something out of the cellar. So because she tells us about the cellar, we can actually go to a back room and drop down a ladder into a nice secluded area and secret room in this house that you probably wouldn't know about unless you talk to this lady. Number 14, the Strawberry Moonshine still hidden under the general store. So scattered around the map are a bunch of different hidden operations and popular business attractions. In the general store and Strawberry, we can actually take a look underneath the building, and through a window we see what looks to be a moonshine still, and you must check this out before going into the store. Once you actually check it out and go into the store, you are prompted with a different option when robbing the store that you normally can't see, which is to take you to the basement. And once doing so, the shop owner is going to get very skeptical, but he's going to take you down there, and well, we're going to find his secret side business. Number 13, the Brandywine Waterfall. This can actually be found in the northeasternmost point of New Hanover at the very top of the map. And well, what you see is a waterfall, and while it's not a secret cave behind a waterfall, you can actually ride your horse behind the waterfall on a little ledge. And, well, you don't have anybody behind you. There's no opening. You only have to watch your left and your right flanks. And I feel like that's going to be very easy to do, being the fact that you have a giant waterfall covering the front of you, which if you have lots of targets coming after you, you're not going to be very visible through this hazy water falling down. Number 12, the Beaver Hollow Cave. Now, this actually becomes a campsite for us later on in the game, but as far as the cave system goes, we really don't go in here too much at all. So if you free roam and explore on your own, well, there is a vast network of caves inside of here behind our camp. And what's also pretty cool is that there is a secret entrance in the very back of this cave, up some ladders, up some ledges, and, well, we can actually go out and find ourselves behind this cave on the side of a mountain through just a little opening that has been dug into the side of it, which is pretty cool. It seems like Dutch loves to play or hide out in areas with vast networks of caves. That's a Red Dead Redemption 1 reference for those of you who have never played that game. Number 11, this is probably the most popular location that a lot of us know about, but it's the Golden Waterfall at Elysian Pool. Behind a waterfall, we can find a vast network of caves that actually go very, very deep. That's what she said. And you need a lantern before going in here, but you can actually make your way all the way down to the bottom of this cave through another little secret tunnel, and, well, you're going to be at a dead end, but for a lot of people to find you in here, I think they're going to have a tough time because the caves are very dark, they're very close-quartered, and there's not just much room at all. So it's either going to give you time to run if somebody's coming towards you, or give you time to prepare and shoot these people who are going to be very unexpecting of you. Number 10, the Annesburg Mineshaft. So way up in the mountains just outside of Annesburg, we can actually find just a hole in the ground by itself. And you go down about 3 levels of ladders and you are actually inside of a mineshaft, which is really cool because it's a pretty deep and vast mineshaft. And, well, while doing so, I also discovered that there is another entrance which is heavily guarded, and it's from the railroad tracks, which kind of come to a dead end. So if you go in this way, you're going to get shot at and you're not going to be welcomed in. But if you go in the way that I showed you first, through the root or through the hole in the ground, well, you're going to be welcomed in and you're not really going to have anybody shooting at you or bothering you. Number 9, the Cave of Statues in AMBORINO. So this one is also very popular, but we can actually find inside a cave a bunch of statues that, if you press some buttons in the right order, will give us 3 gold bricks, which are worth $1,500 in the game. But what's nice is that this cave literally has one way in and one way out, and because of these pillars and different statues in this cave, we can also take cover behind them and have a nice area to take refuge if you're running from bounty hunters, all that good stuff, or if anybody wants to come in and try and take you out, well, you have the upper advantage, being the fact that you actually have cover. Number 8, the Watchtower. This can actually be found on the map right under the words The Loft. And what we have is inside of a cabin, a little watchtower that gives us a nice vantage point and look around the map. Number 7, Bigfoot Cave. I call this Bigfoot Cave because there's actually an Easter egg that we can come across here of a man who is proclaimed to be a giant, and he's hiding away because nobody loves him because he is so big and nobody wants to be his friend. Well, I got very curious and I found out that you can actually make your way up this ledge by sliding up it and breaking the game's boundaries. And once doing so, you can actually make your way inside of the cave because there is just a small little tunnel that you can crawl through and get inside of this blocked off cave where this supposed giant hides out. Number 6, in Saint-Denis, and for those of you who don't know, Saint Denis is actually pronounced Saint-Denis. That's the correct pronunciation. There is a side mission that we can do, and it requires us to go into the fence and free some prisoners. And if you actually go into the fence of Saint-Denis, you can find a bookshelf, and it looks like on the floor that this thing actually moves. On the side of the bookshelf, we can see some hinges, and, well, we can open up this secret door, and inside we're going to find a basement with some chained up prisoners. Number 5, the Saint-Denis Gunstore. Much like the Strawberry General Store, we can actually find a hidden operation here at the very back. There is an iron door that we knock on, and we're told that we have to have an invitation to get here. And well, after doing this, if we rob the store owner and force him to take us back here, we find out that on the 3rd floor of this building is an illegal gambling ring that's going on, and we can go up there and actually pull off a small little heist and rob this gambling ring or circuit or whatever it is that is going on. Number 4, the Rhodes Gun Store. I've talked about this one before, but basically if you go to the town of Rhodes, you can talk to a prisoner from the outside of the building. Once doing so, you can go in, rob the store owner, and force him to take you to the basement. Once doing so, you're going to find a very chilling scene of a kidnapped man-child. For number 3, we're actually going to be moving on to New Austin, and we can actually find a cave on the northernmost point of New Austin, and inside, well, we can find a pretty sweet golden revolver. Number 2, this is actually one of my favorite locations from Red Dead Redemption 1, and it is once again in New Austin, but it's actually a mine shaft that we can go inside of, and inside here, well, we've got just another one-way in, one-way out style place, except this one is loaded with TNT, so you might want to be careful or destroy it before going in here. But since you are at the bottom of this mine shaft, you do have the upper advantage for enemies coming in, well, because you can take them out before they can normally see you. And number 1, the Mexico glitch. Yes, this is relatively new. I made a video about it a few days ago. If you missed out on that, you can check out the guide, which is going to be linked in the description, on how to actually get to Mexico. For the sake of spoilers, I am not going to show y'all this. If you want to check it out, like I said, the guide is linked in the description, but we can actually glitch to Mexico, and, well, we can roam around the map, and even though there's nothing there, it seems like we're on the surface of Mars, but the only thing that actually is in Mexico is El Presidio, this prison, or this fort from Red Dead Redemption 1. Well, those are actually 18 different secret locations and secret areas that we can access in Red Dead Redemption 2 that you might not have known about. So if y'all at least found out one brand new secret location from this video that you might be able to use in Red Dead Online, or that you just find interesting enough to check out, hopefully I can earn your thumbs up and your subscription. But with that said, I'm Zach Cox. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope to see ya in the next video.